Yo, what's up? So, yes, sir, I just bought this BMW 640D. I'm gonna tell you a little about it in this first video, and we gonna go on a little cruise, show you how it drives and stuff. So yeah, I just picked it up, I think like 3 weeks ago, and so far I love this car, man. If you are in the market for one of these, buy it. Like, it's such a good car. If you can get one with like pretty good mileage, I would say like anything below 200,000 kilometers is pretty good, because after that you need to change the timing chain, which kind of sucks. And yeah, you can get these for like 20,000 euros, I think. Well, like in like pretty good condition. I got mine for 18,000, but like I got really lucky. I was looking at the market for like two months straight, like every day, and this one was there for like 22,000. And one day I saw that they put 18,000 on it, so as soon as I saw it, I was like, yeah, I need to go there. So I messaged them, schedule a meeting and stuff. But yeah, it's a really good car. The diesel version, the only thing you really have to worry about is the timing chain, as I said, at like 200,000 kilometers. But apart from that, you are good. If you change it, it is like 2,000-3,000 to change it, because it's pretty hard job to do on this car, because the timing chain is at the back of the engine. But if you do that, it's pretty bulletproof. I think you can get like 300,000 kilometers minimum. And yeah, you got like really good options in this car. I have pretty much everything on this. Yeah, the engine also, it is 3-liter inline 6 with I think 2 turbos. I'm gonna put the foot-pounds. You can see 480 foot-pounds. I don't know which is in like Newton meters. I don't know the conversion. I'm gonna put it on the screen. I'll also be putting like a little clips of the car from the outside, how it looks. I bought the M Sport version, which is like the M packet, where you have like different bumper, different side skirts and stuff like that. I feel like the base model doesn't really good all that great. The front bumper looks really bad, I think. And when you get this M Sport version, you put a lip on it and it looks so nice. I bought a lip already, and these M style mirrors, I guess you can call them. It's pretty corny, but at the same time I kind of like it for now. We'll see if I like it later too. I kept the OEM mirror caps just in case I want to swap them out for the OEM ones. Yeah, the front lip, it's a 3-piece front lip, so you can see like a little parts where it's like not connected. But when you look from afar, you cannot really see it unless you know it's there and you like concentrate on the part when it's not connected. I also ordered a lip spoiler for the trunk, but it didn't come yet, so we'll probably make a video when I'll be putting it on. I also have the M brakes, the bigger ones. It's not the carbon ceramics, it's just, I think it's the same as the base model, but they are just bigger ones. But you really need those, because this car is 5 meters long. It is 5 meters and 7 millimeters and 2 tons, so you really need those bigger brakes to stop all of that weight. I don't exactly know which M like option it is, because when you look at the websites where you put in like your VIN of the car and you look for the options, there's like I think 3 different M package options you could have got. There's like a M Sport, the M Aerodynamic, and whatever. I also got the M steering wheel, which is really nice. It's really modern. I think it's from like the M2 and stuff like that. You can also get like a little fatter one. So yeah, my options, I have heating seats, I have cooling seats, which is really nice. I was looking for one with like really good options. I also have the heated steering wheel, as you can see. The button is over here on the left side. I think base is the electronically adjusted steering wheel. I have the comfort seats. I have the Bang & Olufsen sound system, which sounds really nice. I haven't heard the Harman Kardon on this car, but the Bang & Olufsen sounds really good. Like, you can have this like max volume and it's so clean. It sounds very nice. The bass is nice. The overall sound is very nice. I also have a moonroof, which I can't really show you right now, but the moonroof is like not the usual one. You cannot like open it all the way. You can just slide it open a little bit, so the back side is just like tilted upwards, I guess, for just some air. I also have this aluminum center console. I have also the leather option. The leather is really nice. After this is a 2014, and the leather is so nice looking. 100% somebody before me was somebody that was taking care of this car, because it's really good shape. Like, you can see barely any signs of like use over here a little bit on the center console, but the leather, it looks like brand new in most of the places. In the back seats where you have the middle armrest, you can see that it's like a little ripped. I guess it's from like when they had skis through the tunnel, but most of the time I just don't have it like down, so you cannot see it. But I also have the adaptive suspension. You have mode Sport Plus, which gives you a limited driving stabilization. You also have the normal sport version. You also have a digital dash. Yes sir, digital dash.
I did the digital dash,
which changes depending on what mode you are in. Comfort Plus, and also Eco Pro. Most of the time I just drive in Comfort Plus, because the suspension gets kind of stiff when you go into sport. But I should probably change out the shocks in the suspension, because it's like 10-year-old car with 170,000 miles. I mean kilometers, so they probably should be replaced soon, but it's so expensive. When you get the base model suspension, it's like I think 50-60 euros per wheel, but if you get the adaptive suspension, it's like 300-400 per one wheel, per one shock, which is kind of pricey, but it's whatever. What else do I have here? I have the adaptive cruise control, which I can show you. When you activate it, you can like select how close are you to the car, and it shows you on the display. You also, I think it's standard, the heads-up display. You can obviously adjust it in the iDrive menu. Also, you can display pretty much everything you want about the car, except for the oil temperatures, coolant temperatures. But you can see your power and torque, which is kind of nice. And you can put like split screen, where you can have like your music or whatever, or just turn it off and you just have one thing at the screen at a time. But yeah, for like everyday use, this car is very nice. Even like the sound is really nice for a diesel. Inside it sounds really nice. Outside, when you're like by the engine, it kind of sounds like you're a normal diesel, but inside I think the speakers are emitting like some engine noises, but it's whatever. You can turn it off if you have like the OBD scanner sensors and stuff like that, which you can pair with your phone, and you can turn it off if you want to. I just left it how it is. I kind of like the sound, even though it's not kind of real, but it adds a little bit to the experience of the car, I guess. Let's put in the sport. Yeah, it sounds really nice. The 0 to 100 is, I think, like around 5.3 seconds. I have the X-Drive version, so 4-wheel drive. In the normal, I think the sport mode, I think it's 40% front, 60% rear. And if you turn off the traction control all the way by holding it for like 5 seconds or so, I think the split gets like 30% front and 30% rear power, which in the winter when it's snow can get pretty fun. I can't wait for the snow to try out the X-Drive. I haven't really used any 4-wheel drive car in the winter. I had a front-wheel drive car before this, but so that means I cannot really drift that, but it's gonna be fun in the winter. I'm gonna record some videos in the winter too, through like sliding and stuff. But yeah, if you are really trying to buy one, I really am recommending one. And also shout out to the dealership that sold me this car, Nelly Cars in the Czech Republic. I'm gonna put the website on the screen. But yeah, also every video I'm gonna ask all of y'all what you've been doing all day, if you did something productive, because I want all of y'all to get your dream cars and stuff like that. So you gotta work every day. Me today, I went to work even though it's Saturday, but you gotta put in those extra hours if you want to be great, man. So after this, you gotta do something productive. If you had a lazy day or something, you gotta do something every single day, because you never know when is your lucky day. So you cannot skip a single day. So little motivational speech behind us, but I hope it gets you up and do something if you haven't done anything today. But I'm really excited to get these videos out for y'all. I'm gonna try to post every day, every 2 days, just POV driving this car. If you are into like these 6 Series BMWs, maybe I'll be posting like some late night drive with just music, just vibe and stuff like that. I just love cruising in this car and just listening to music. And with these speakers, it's so nice. Like the sound is so nice. Like if you can choose between these speakers and like the bass speakers or the Harman Kardon ones, I would go for these. And like the coolest thing about the speakers, if you turn off the radio, look, the speaker goes down to the dash. That's crazy. And if you turn it on, it goes back up again. That's so cool. And the coolest thing is that these cars, like brand new, they were like 120k, and now you can get them for like 20. But that also comes with a price when you have to like replace something. But and also these cars like haven't been made in like very big numbers, because people weren't buying them for some reason. I guess because it's like kind of a 5 Series, and in 5 Series you have more space, and this is like more sportier. So when you are trying to get like spare parts and stuff like that, when something breaks, you cannot really find stuff as easily as on like probably 5 Series from this time, or like 7 Series. But it's much better looking car in my opinion than the 7 Series and the 5 Series. I was looking at buying it like a 7 Series from this generation too, but I couldn't really find a good one. And this just looks so much better than the 7 Series. When you put a lip on the front on the M Sport version, it looks so nice. Also, I'm gonna make a buyer's guide about this video, because I kind of know like every single thing about this car, what to be like, what to watch out for when you are trying to buy one. I also have a buyer's guide list that I made for myself with like 40 different things to like look. So when I'm gonna make the video, I'm gonna put the whole list on the screen too, so when you go look at your one, you can just like check off the list if you looked at everything. Which I unfortunately didn't do, because when I went to go look at this car, it was like raining so badly. It was like end of the earth or something. It was like so bad. So I couldn't really look. I just looked at the outside of the car, if it looked nice, if there was any scratches or like dents and stuff, which it didn't have, luckily. Like the panel gaps were looking nice. The inside of the car looked very nice, so it was like, yeah, pull the plug and look at this Jeep SRT. Hell yeah, hell yeah, looking nice. I love those Jeeps, like Trackhawks. I really want to get one in the future. Really cool cars. But before I decided I wanted this car, I was looking at C5 Corvettes. What this fool doing, bruh? Yeah, C5, very cool car. Like, I think it's like my most favorite car. Like the car I want the most. If there's one car I could have for the rest of my life, it's a C5 Corvette. Those cars look so cool, but unfortunately didn't get it yet because the fuel consumption is a little too crazy on the V8s. This kind of has like a kind of manageable fuel consumption. When you look, mine is okay. It's not that good. It's 8.7. That's pretty bad. But when you're like driving city and stuff like that, start and stop traffic, yeah, it can get to like 9, 8.5 usually. But when you are on the highway, it's pretty manageable. Like at 130, 140 kilometers per hour, you can get like 7, which is manageable. Yeah, so in like full tank of gas, which is 70 liters of fuel, I can get like, it usually tells me like 830, 900 kilometers, depending how I've been driving. But realistically, I can get like 700 maybe, which is not the worst, I guess, because it's a diesel. It's not that bad, but for a daily, not the worst. My last car had like 5.5. So going from that to this, it kind of hurts my pocket, but it's whatever. The miles per kilometer are way more worth than the money I would save on gas. Also, I was looking at flipping this one for like a 640i to get like the gas version, because the N55 is kind of a cool engine. The M2 comp has it, but just slightly different power output, of course, because it's an M2. But I cannot really find a good one right now. I was kind of thinking like selling this one and buying the gas one instead, but I cannot really. I've been looking like every day for for like the past week, and I cannot really find a good looking one with good options for a normal price. So I think I'm gonna just stick with this one for a little bit and then pull the plug on a 650i, hell yeah, or like the C5 or something, and go for something like really crazy. Because like V8, best engines you can have, like the sound they make, not comparable with anything else, for real. Yeah, we gonna get a V8 soon, don't worry. And the video is gonna be even better, but still gonna pull some bangers for y'all every day. I'll try to post every day for you, to like motivate you to do some every day too, because you gotta keep grinding. If you want to get up, you gotta keep grinding. If you want to get that car, you gotta keep grinding, man. I'ma help y'all get there, bro. I'ma be here for y'all every day. I'ma reply to every single comment too, to make sure y'all motivated, to make sure y'all stay motivated too, and stay on this grind, man. All right, man, I'm gonna see y'all hopefully tomorrow. So yeah, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe. I'm gonna put my IG on the screen too, if you want to see like some cool pics of this car, like wallpapers and stuff like that. I'm gonna be posting some pics on my IG, so if you want to see that, go there. Yeah, see y'all.